Good day everybody, welcome back to Euro Truck Simulator 2, where we ended up in Glasgow, and I think we are going to Clermont something, and that way we will get our 10,000 kilometers under our belt with this truck, the Iveco, and it means we're finally gonna buy a new truck. And hopefully we will get rid of this annoying stuff. Oh crap, I'm on the wrong side of the road here. That's because I'm of course in Scotland. Not a great start. Anyway. It's been way too long since I've been able to record anything, but yeah, that's how things go at the moment. It's now finally weekend for me, and seems that it's finally gonna turn into autumn, because it's mid-October and still like 20 degrees outside, which is ridiculously hot. But it seems that this week it will finally become the temperature that it should be, you know. It's like somewhere between 10 and 15 degrees with a lot of wind and rain, which of course is pretty shitty weather, but you know, it's autumn. It should be like that. I mean, the trees barely have started to lose their leaves, so it's really odd. Carry on. Yeah, I've just been busy working, and since my girlfriend had a lot of time off from work, I haven't been able to record anything at all. So that pretty much sucked. But now she's gone, so I can record. Yay! And in other good news, I'm probably gonna buy a motorcycle this year, because I'm getting a lot of money. With that money, I'm gonna spend a bit of it to buy a bike, so that's gonna be really, really exciting. So hopefully when I actually get the money and the weather is fine, I'm gonna test drive couple of bikes. Well, two basically. And yeah, hopefully they are good enough that I want to buy it. And yeah, talking about motorcycling in general, yesterday it was my first drive on a motorcycle since I have had my license, and oh my god, it was amazing. It's basically went for a round on the the former airport where I work, and we took the BSAs out for a nice little drive, and it was just amazing. I mean, it was 20 something degrees, the sun was setting, it was just perfect. And because the airport is basically a closed off area, and there's nobody there, and you can just, there's actually quite a lot of green areas, with trees and stuff like that, so it's really nice to drive on those paths and give the old BSAs a nice day out. Well, not really BSAs, I mean the frame is still a BSA, but the engine is from a Suzuki GN250, but it's still pretty good. I mean, they're not the quickest bikes, but it's just fast enough, especially with these old frames. You don't want a big engine in that, and of course the brakes are pretty bad as well, so you don't want to go too fast, because stopping with that is it's a whole different story. But it was so incredibly nice, and because it's a closed off area, you don't have to wear a helmet or any other gear. I mean, I'm pro gear, but since there are no threats like other cars and stuff like that, it's okay, because then it's only your fault when something happens. But yeah, it was just freaking fantastic, and that's one of the first real times that it was exactly how I had pictured driving a motorcycle, because the reason why I wanted to drive a motorcycle is just to get on a bike and try to find roads where there aren't many cars, and just enjoy the environment, and just get out of the city and just go for a nice drive. And it was exactly that, especially with the sun and just the lovely sound that an engine makes. Oh my god, so awesome. I think there's a speed camera here somewhere. We didn't exactly go for a long drive, it was like 15 minutes or something, just to get the engines nice and warm. Oh. So good. And I have to say, it looks pretty awesome too when you drive on a old bike like that. It's just something else, and that's one of the reasons why I really would like to get an older bike, because the sound the engine makes is different than the engines nowadays. Well, some of them at least. the sound a engine of a sports bike makes nowadays is completely different than the sound they made 30 years ago. But I just love that sound of these engines, and I mean, yeah, they look just so freaking awesome, and they're gonna make me look cool as well, and that's of course, you know, also one of the reasons why I want to drive one. Life is good. There's the speed camera. But it's funny that, you know, you can imagine something how it would be, and when it meets your expectations, it's just the best feeling in the world. It's actually better than my expectations, really. And what I really haven't actually thought about is that I achieved my goal for this year, and that was to get my motorcycle license. I actually set that goal for last year, but you know, then I lost my job, so I had a lot of other stuff that I need to figure out. So that wouldn't happen, but yeah, freaking achieved my goal of the year. Now if I only have a motorcycle, that will, yeah, that's then I'm ready to go into my midlife crisis, I guess, because next year I will turn 30. Now that I've got basically everything settled, I think life can begin, or something. Now if I only can get my YouTube stuff sorted, well, not sorted, but just get to that goal as well. I'm not really never gonna make it this year, but that's okay. In the end, it's all gonna be fine. Because yeah, probably gonna buy a camera for my bike as well, so I'm gonna put that on my other channel. Come on, let me through. Thank you. I mean, I can I can lie about it, but that's ridiculous not to. But I sort of want to get a steady income from my YouTube or internet earnings, and I don't want to be able to live from it. I mean, I don't have to earn €1,000 per month doing it, but it'd be nice to earn around, I don't know, 200 bucks just to be able to keep a progress in my games, because yeah, I currently don't have the money to buy new games all the time, so you know, I just want to I want to have a hobby that finances itself, basically. So yeah, who knows? Maybe I'll be the next greatest motovlogger. I don't think so, but you never know. Yeah, and still got some other stuff that I need to figure out, because I still have an ID lying on the shelf. I really have to, you know, pick a day that I'm gonna work it out. What time is it? It's 15 hours. How much fuel do I have left? Can't tell for how many kilometers it is. And why is everybody driving so ridiculously slow? Nope, I haven't got a clue how much kilometers I can drive on this tank. So probably gonna refuel at the next petrol station. There's the next petrol station. Good. I'll just stick behind this truck. Probably gonna be pretty expensive here. 152, Jesus. And we're off again. Not the best merge. So I saw signs to Manchester, so we are probably halfway through the UK already. taking a long route, sort of. Yay, my kitty is here. Say hello, kitty. Okay. So yeah, ladies and gentlemen, at the end of this episode, well, basically the next episode, so at the end of this trip, we're gonna buy ourselves a new truck because we're already at 9,400 kilometers. So we're gonna give this truck to a new driver in our newly acquired garage, and I should pay more attention to the road. And yeah, we're gonna buy an old piece of shit, basically. Well, it's some Russian truck that's pretty cheap. But I am really curious how it's gonna drive. Are you gonna let me in? Thank you. Oh, I love cruise control. Speed camera and full throttle again. Come on, you can do it. Yeah, it's gonna be a whole different story with the new truck. It's gonna be struggles after struggle. Okay, what do the signs say? Sheffield, Birmingham, Cardiff. So we'll probably continue on all the way to London, and I bet we're gonna drive around London, probably to Felixstowe, where we take the train. since Birmingham is on these signs, I think we're around, yeah, what is it, 150 kilometers from London? Something like that. Oops. Keep it straight. Keep it between the lines. And since we are taking the boat, I'm probably, yeah, I'm just gonna sleep somewhere where we can when it's that time. Maybe around 7 or 8 o'clock. We'll wake up at somewhere between 4 and 5. But right now, let's just plow on. And we're limited to 50, yeah, 50 again. Otherwise known as 80 kilometers an hour. We need to take an exit. Alright. Probably the one toward London. Yep. Getting on the M1. Go. And I'm thinking that I should probably upload more, or yeah, or play other games to upload, but no, I don't want to be the millionth guy who does Skyrim. Yeah, I'm not quite sure what I what games I should play. Lately I thought that I might get into some adventure games, you know, like the old school puzzle games. a couple of days ago I played Atlantis The Lost Tales. I think the game was from 97 or something. But it's a really cool puzzle game. So yeah, I really like those old games. So maybe I should just play more retro games. Games that people think, oh yeah, I know that game. I've played it 200 years ago. Might be fun. And downhill. Oh yeah. What I really like about these old fantasy, I don't say fantasy again, old adventure games, is that, you know, you don't get a map, you don't get a journal, you just get clues and, oh crap, and you have to remember them, because otherwise you're fucked. So that's what I like about those games, because you really have to think about the things that you need to do and find where it is. I mean, sometimes you get a clue, like, you know, go to the first door on the left, and then it's somewhere. It is somewhere on the left, but you don't know where. You have to basically search around the whole building, and then finally it will you'll see a door. But it's not just, you know, an arrow pointing somewhere like, yeah, this is the door that you need to have. Because what that concerns is that games these days are, you know, there are a lot of games that might be too easy, especially, you know, with adventures or RPGs where it's just a big arrow pointing where you need to go. What I liked about Atlantis for the couple of hours that I played is that when you make a wrong decision, it can basically be game over, and then you'll get to a point or a save game where you can just try it again and figure a way out to achieve it. But I think it's pretty funny that I was playing it for, I don't know, the first 5 or 10 minutes, and then I got into a conversation and I made the wrong decision, and then I was game over. That's life. What is my speed limit here? 130. Okay, or is this the car speed limit? We'll find out soon enough. Oh yeah, nice. They haven't screwed with these speed cameras. Take this exit to Dover. Not that we will actually go to Dover, but that doesn't matter. Let's see, we're going on the bridge. Yeah, okay. And then we're almost at the dock. We still need to sleep somewhere. No, there's an option to sleep here, so let's do that. We'll just go at the break of dawn. I think I can sleep here as well. Yeah.